All right, what's up, everyone? Sean here. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Smash. Brandon is here as well.
Yo.
And today, this is probably a little more exciting. We'll be talking about characters for once. And for this time, we're just gonna be focusing on the returning characters or veteran characters slash Nintendo characters, or just at least characters from games that appear in Nintendo consoles, or at least the Switch here anyway. So, Brandon, would you like to start this episode off with your choices?
Yes, I would like to talk about Pokemon. Um, so, I mean, it's probably. I mean, they almost never. They're never not going to do a new Pokemon in a Smash game.
Mm.
And it's great advertising because Pokemon Switch is right around the corner. So
Yes.
we're probably going to see a new Pokemon come to the ranks we've never seen before.
If we're gonna,
some people. Oh, sorry.
Go,
what were you
go,
saying?
Oh no, sorry. Finish your thought.
I was going to say, there have been people saying, "Oh, we're probably going to see Zeraora," because I don't know if you keep up with Pokemon, but when they did Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, they added a new mythical Pokemon because we already had crap, I'm blanking on his name. This ghost fighting type Pokemon. We had him, and that was the
Oh,
Mew
was it like
Celebi.
Marshadow?
That's it.
Marshadow,
Marshadow.
yeah.
Yeah, we had he was essentially the Mew, Celebi, Hoopa of the generation.
Yeah.
And with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, they added a few new Ultra Beasts as well as Zeraora, who I guess is an Ultra Beast based off his Pokedex description. But he's essentially the mythical Pokemon 2 of this game, kind of like how Black and White had both Victini and Meloetta. This one has both Marshadow and Zeraora. So people were assuming like, oh, maybe Zeraora is going to be the new Pokemon, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be a new guy that we have yet to even hear about or consider to be in the game because we don't know him. And I mean, Sakurai's not been above doing that before. He did Greninja before Greninja was even revealed in the before they even announced and revealed the new Pokemon games. They already had Greninja in development, so they kind of predicted like, oh, this guy's going to be like a fan favorite. We're going to choose him. So we'll probably see something similar. They're probably going to pick a Pokemon that looks either super cool, is a starter, or is a legendary, and be like, yeah, everyone's going to eat this guy up. We're going to use him.
Yeah. If they're gonna add a new Pokemon from Sun and Moon, I definitely would like to see Incineroar, just because like he's like the that fighter type, and I love to see like at least maybe some wrestling moves from this guy, because we haven't seen any like actual wrestlers in the game, and I have a thing about wrestlers and fighting
Man
games.
Randy Savage.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Meowcho Man.
Meowcho.
Cat.
Yeah. But like in fighting games, I tend to pick or gravitate more towards like wrestlers like Zangief or Alex from Street Fighter. But point being, I want to see Incineroar at least with some sort of wrestling move, and also like obviously you have some fire slash fighting attacks like Fire Punch, or maybe does he know Sky Uppercut?
I'm fairly certain he does. He's not a fighting type though. He's a fire dark type.
But he does know fighting type moves. Definitely.
Yeah, because he's very much a part of his. I think they were like, we're gonna make him fire fighting, and in the middle of it, they're like, wait, we have 3 of those.
Yeah.
Starters hated the 3rd one, so we're not doing that again. Make him dark.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. He's dark type also. And then, obviously they'll probably include his Z move as his final smash if they're gonna, include him somehow.
They'll probably do it with whatever, with whatever new Pokemon is added. They'll probably include some sort of Z move mechanic.
Yeah.
They might even change Pikachu's Z move to reflect the 10 million volt Thunderbolt that he gets with Ash or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think it's either gonna be Incineroar or Decidueye. I think those two are pretty popular in comparing to.
I think Decidueye is more popular. I think if they do a Sun and Moon protagonist, Decidueye is going to be it.
I think so. Yeah, he'd be kind of cool. He does look neat from a designing aspect when it comes to new Pokemon anyway. So yeah, I wouldn't be too bummed out if they included him as well over Incineroar. But Speaking of Pokemon, I guess in my list, I put or well, at least a wish list anyway. I put Gengar or Machamp. Because hey man, they gotta put another fighting Pokemon in there besides Lucario.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing with Pokemon. We have, I think, either a tied amount or Fire Emblem's just beating us by one. We have the most Pokemon and Fire Emblem representation in Smash than any other series. So I don't think... Sorry, I'm just in my headphones here. A little bit noisy. I don't think we're going to be having any more than one additional Pokemon. And I don't think we're going to have any more than one additional Fire Emblem character, assuming that all of the characters that have been in the previous games come back. Because, I mean, with Pokemon we have Pikachu, Lucario, Charizard, Mewtwo, Jigglypuff. I'm definitely leaving someone off.
There's Lucario, right? And then Greninja?
I think it's Lucario. Greninja, yeah. That's 6. And I'm blanking on a few more. But, you get the idea. It's like we have a lot of Pokemon representation. So, I think that if we do get a new Pokemon, it's just going to be a new Pokemon. We're not going to get, like, Gengar or any of those guys.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Plus, I don't know if... The reason I'm a little bit iffy on Decidueye is because I don't know if Sakurai wants to kind of define himself from doing what Pokken did, because Pokken added, Charizard, it added Decidueye. I mean, Charizard and Pikachu are kind of a given in any Pokemon game, but it had Decidueye, it had Gengar, it had Machamp. So I think he might be... I mean, maybe the new Pokemon we get is some sort of big wrestler, and it's a big staple of the new Pokemon game. That'd be cool. But I think at most we're going to get one new Pokemon character, and at most we're going to get one new Fire Emblem character, because they have a new game coming out too.
Yes, on the Switch. Funny enough, so.
Yep. As for new franchises though that are already on the Switch and already revealed, we did get the hell. There's an ice cream truck outside my door.
I can slightly hear it.
Yeah, that is annoying, and my windows are very thin. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to deal with. They're playing Jingle Bells. What? Well, that'll be outside in the recording for a little bit. But sorry, really got me off track. We'll probably see, because we got Shulk in Smash 4, and as the joke was, who here knew who Shulk was before Smash 4 came out? Congratulations, you're Japanese. We'll probably see Rex and Pyra / Mithra, spoiler, in this new game. Is that a spoiler still, or can we talk about that freely?
I don't know, because I don't know the context of it, so I assume no. So, you can just say the name and people won't understand it until they actually play the game. It's like, oh, okay, cool. But I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't. I kind of care less. That's just me. But...
Okay, well, spoiler alert. I guess for anyone who's not played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, supposedly it's a good game. I've never been into that sort of gameplay, but I digress. Rex is the protagonist, and he has a sword named Pyra, who doubles as a second sword named Mithra. So adding one or both, maybe a transforming aspect if that makes a return, which it's a whole discussion in and of itself. Adding those characters would be pretty good, because all of the swords and stuff were a really cool element of Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yeah.
And also the style was super, super interesting. It fits right in with kind of the more anime style of like Kid Icarus and some of the Fire Emblem guys.
Yeah. He'll definitely just blend right in there along with those kind of characters. And yeah, it just makes sense. It's the new game that's on the Switch, and so you gotta promote it somehow, right? Nintendo Nintendo would probably want that for Sakurai to do that, but I mean, speaking of those kind of characters like Fire Emblem, whatever, I did have one character I think that's well deserved that to be in Smash 5, whether she replaces someone from a Fire Emblem or gets added in there. And
Can I guess?
Go ahead.
Is it Lyn?
Yes, it's Lyn.
I knew it.
Good old Lindis. I think she's really cool. She has a really cool fighting style. She has a she usually has a katana on her that's like in the sheath, and then when she fights, she just draws it out real quick and then puts it back in there, kind of like certain characters from other fighting games. But anyways, I think she has a really cool fighting style, and I think we kind of see that with the assist trophy of what she does, and that's like I believe that's her critical hit animation, and hopefully, that's something I would love to see as a fully playable character. I think she definitely deserves the time to be an actual playable character now, and I don't know, she is all around cool. And hopefully,
sorry, go on.
I just hope that they incorporate or include some of her other costumes, like from her Awakening costume. Like she made another DLC appearance in Fire Emblem Awakening. They kind of gave her a new costume, and that looks pretty cool too. And there is also a couple other costumes whenever she changes classes, and I think somehow hopefully they maybe include that, but
I think she's in the mobile game and has some costumes in there too.
Yeah. I was able to pull the Lady of the Wind Lyn, and her being the Green Archer, and that outfit looks pretty fucking cool. Like I think that's like another one they could include in Smash 5. So, but
Yeah,
point being, Lyn should be in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I would not be upset if they added 2 Fire Emblem characters, and instead of keeping every character they have, they relegated Lucina to an alternate costume for Marth.
Yeah,
Because she doesn't need to be her own character. She is just Girl Marth. Kind of like Olimar and Alf. It's redundant to have them both because they're the same guy. Just turn her into an alternate skin, or because here's the thing: when it comes to clones, I am not a big fan unless it's a functional clone, like
Dr. Mario.
Like we mentioned in the last discussion, like Link is probably going to change, and Toon Link will probably be his
the former
his
classic.
It's a functional clone because it's like you kept the original moveset with Toon Link, you changed it up and kind of added a new character in a sense, with regular Link being Breath of the Wild Link.
Yeah.
Whereas with Lucina, it's just like she has more damage at the tip of her blade, and that's about it. Or the base, I can't remember. It's just
her blade is just the same throughout. So like she doesn't have a tipper nor a I don't know what the term is for the base, but baser. I don't know, hilter. I don't know, but she's supposed to be like the well balanced type between Marth and Roy, because Roy is obviously by the hilt and Marth is by the tip.
just the tip.
Just a tip. But yeah,
yeah, I agree. I hope we get Lyn, because Lyn was always one of the appear in Melee and when she'd appear in Brawl, and I can't remember. I haven't seen a lot of the assist trophies in Smash 4 in a while. She might have been in there too, but those are all characters she was a character I thought was really cool looking, and I thought we could definitely, hopefully see.
She managed to make it into Fire Emblem Warriors because she was kind of like pretty high. I think she was highly requested, if I remember correctly. So obviously she has the popularity. She has the Fire Emblem fan base behind her. It's just a matter of Sakurai wanting to put her in or not, and hopefully that happens. But maybe DLC. I don't know if I don't know, but either way, if they include her somehow in there, I'll be happy at least for the Fire Emblem portion of the Smash 5 roster. So yeah, Lyn is
on the topic of anime style swordsman. I was kind of hoping we'd see the likes of Magnus in Smash, in new Smash. I don't know if you ever played Kid Icarus Uprising.
Oh, Magnus. It's just kind of
the guy. It's Soldier 76 from he's the same voice actor.
Yeah.
He was an assist trophy in Smash 4. But he's basically a dude with a giant freaking hammer sword. In Kid Icarus Uprising, he would be an awesome heavy addition, because unlike most swordsmen who just sort of have I think Cloud has the biggest sword by far. With his I can't remember what his sword is called because I don't play Fire Emblem that much. Buster Blade or whatever. Are you
talking about Ike or?
No, Cloud.
Oh, Cloud. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Buster Blade,
but
Buster Sword, yeah, whatever.
yeah, what's his face? Magnus' sword is like bigger than his entire body
Yeah.
and just thick. So it's like having a character with, he'd definitely be a slower character, but having a character that basically has the reach of a swordsman with the heavy capabilities of like Bowser would be a really cool addition. And maybe also we got a costume for Verity, so maybe she'll be an additional character. And hopefully, if they do anything with Dark Pit, they'd either make him more differentiate him further from Pit, or if they don't do that, just turn him into an alternate costume with maybe different voice lines.
Yeah. Yeah. That that'd be probably the best way to do it if they're gonna go about this. And yeah, hopefully I'm all for new characters from whatever series and making the clone characters or whatever into or back into the costumes or whatever, or colors, or I guess in this case costume with additional voice lines or whatever. Yeah, I think that'd be a really cool thing to go about that. And do I have any else for that? Oh yeah, I mean, I guess we can talk about two returning characters. I mean, one of them being Wolf.
Oh yeah, Wolf
from Star Fox. Yeah. Oh man, like I was kind of disappointed. If they included Wolf from Smash 4, I would have been super happy with that. But hey, I mean, now's the time, because we're definitely more likely to see Star Fox characters make it back in there with Fox and Falco as always. And of course, Wolf did previously appear in Brawl, and that's where he first appeared. And then I thought he was a fun character to use, and
if a little bit similar to Fox, just a bit more of a heavy Fox.
Yeah, like a heavier Fox. He has different things, just be enough to be his own character, and hopefully hopefully that stays that way. And he had a cool costume to him too for the Wii U game that came out for Star Fox, and I was hoping that they would include that or incorporate that costume if they ever included him in Smash 4. But hey, I mean, like I said, now's the time to have that costume into in this one. So,
or if they go a different route for Star Fox characters, add Crystal.
Yeah, they could do that. I mean, the game, I guess, could use more female characters too. So, yeah, Crystal. Yeah, she was definitely one of the most requested ones, I guess, for Star Fox portion.
Right, though, with Wolf having priority because he is a veteran. But I imagine the second returning character you were on about was Ice Climbers.
Yes, yeah, Ice Climbers. I mean, I don't really pick them, but I feel like they're part of the legacy as well. They were in Melee first, and then Brawl, and then they went missing because the 3DS version couldn't handle Ice Climbers or whatever. And
yeah, so the reason was it was the same reason they nixed transformations, because the 3DS is I think not the GUI, but the hard drive or whatever on the 3DS couldn't handle the strain of having 8 characters on it at once, which I don't know how they got around with Rosalie and Luma, but transforming characters were technically 2 characters because they had to code in 2 characters at once.
Right.
And the Ice Climbers are all 2 characters. So having 4 Ice Climbers on the 3DS was too much of a strain. It probably caused a little bit too much frame drops. They were like, you know what? We're just gonna nix the Ice Climbers completely. Maybe in the future they'll come back. And I mean, I'll eat my hat if they don't come back in this game, because they're that iconic. Everyone loves them. I mean, they're definitely fan favorites.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like I said, I don't really play them. I kind of feel indifferent otherwise. But yeah. It'd be nice to see the Ice Climbers make it back in there, just because of the legacy that they had for previous games. So
yeah. Totally. Now, as for characters that we mentioned in the previous discussions, the ARMS cast. I mean, we're definitely getting Springman at least, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I think so. I really think so too. If they're gonna include maybe 2, maybe.
Girl.
Yeah. Ribbon Girl or Twintel. That's definitely like the 2 likely.
Twintel.
Yeah.
Min Min though is also pretty popular.
Yeah, Min Min is pretty popular too. I think
she had more range to the character because she has the dragon fist thing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But yeah, Ribbon Girl, I can see, yeah, because he's like, this was supposed to
Floatier.
be floatier and stuff. She has a double jump or whatever.
Here's like a quadruple jump. I think she can like.
She can jump a lot. Yeah, let's just say.
Yeah, but each bounce is like significantly less powerful than the last one. It's like your big jump, then a like half jump, then a quarter jump, then an eighth jump, and then on the ground.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the arms cast we're most likely going to see, and then with recent news of the Splatoon Octoling expansion, and they did announce the Splatoon characters. Maybe we'll see Octolings come in as playable characters, and either pull a Dark Pit and be like a more powerful, less speedy version of the the Inklings, or just be a reskin for the Inklings, because we're probably going to have like the boy and the girl Inkling as one skin.
Yeah.
And then like either have 4 Inkling boy recolors or 4 Inkling girl recolors, or 2 of each of those recolors, and then an Octoling boy recolor, Octoling girl recolor.
Yeah, or maybe Octoling can have different weapons, because there's a lot of weapons in Splatoon, so they can probably incorporate that kind of aspect into Octoling, just using different weapons, maybe the umbrella or something. Maybe like she can use more of the newer weapons that
the roller.
The rollers, of course.
And even with like Final Smashes, like the original Splatoon characters, the Inkling boy and Inkling girl could have like the splatter or whatever it is, like the giant cannon that appears from like a laser in the sky.
Yeah.
Whereas the Octolings could have the jetpack and the splat dualies, because those were additions to Splatoon 2.
Yeah. Or they can maybe throw in the Kraken from this first one
right, yeah.
Yeah, that could be a neat little like callback to the Kraken. And then for Octoling, it could be anything from the Splatoon 2. But yeah. Speaking of which, I did want to talk about how the Inklings would play, and I kind of mentioned briefly in my reaction video to like the most recent direct or whatever, with the teaser of Smash 5. And I said that the Inklings could have the ink mechanic where like you can spray the ground and then it can slow down the characters that like walk on top of it or whatever, and that could somehow be incorporated into that, or just I don't know, overall maybe whenever the ink is like stuck onto that character, it does like damage over time or something. Like you could look at it as like poison or something.
If it was like Olimar's poison, Olimar's poison Pikmin. Yeah, I think if they do something like that, they definitely have to make the Inkling a really low damage character, like maybe 2 damage per hit, but then like additional burning or poison damage they receive. I'm not sure if they had to make it so like you can ink the entire stage and slow stuff down, but like having a constant trail of ink in front of you that you shoot out that maybe you're faster on would definitely be something. And I don't know, I mean, maybe it's really hard because Splatoon is such a different game than Smash. It is not a traditional fighter. You turn into a squid, you turn into a kid, and that's the entire thing. And you're faster in the ink when you're a squid, and like you're swimming all over the place. Maybe they'll include that, maybe not. I can't imagine how they'd include the squid mechanic portion of it unless like when you crouch you turn into a squid, and that's like you're crouched. But
that'd be the best crouching thing in the game because it's like so low. You're so low. But they could her up B could be the super jump that you can do in the game, like whenever you're on the spawning point or whatever, the spawn point, and then you like tap your teammate or whatever, you go like super far. That
could be the jetpack too.
It could be the jetpack too. If that's
not. I like your super jump idea though.
Yeah, the super jump could be one of them, or the jetpack. Whichever one. That could be the up B. But yeah, they'll definitely include one of the bombs. Maybe I don't know. I forgot.
Those will probably be like your side special throwing.
Side special, something like that.
Ink grenades, yeah.
But yeah, down B. Maybe down B could be like one of the bombs, or like the mine, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Or they could make that into her down smash, like Snakes. Remember that?
I remember that. They could also do what are the like the luge things? You know, those like little ink grenades that go forward, kind of like the
Yeah,
choo-choo
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about. I forgot the
bomb shoes.
yeah, some yeah, yeah. They're pretty much bomb shoes, but yeah, they could definitely include that. That'd be pretty cool. Uh, I
Well, while we're
mean,
on the topic of Nintendo characters that have been sort of big recently,
mhm.
I don't know if you want to keep talking about Splatoon really quick. Yeah, was there anything else you wanted to add?
uh, no, no, pretty much. I think we kind of covered what uh the Inkling could do and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Just it could be just like a very gimmicky character, or just to mess the player up, or support themselves. Like like you said, like they can just go faster on their own ink, or yeah, maybe the slowing down the opponent's thing with the ink could be a bit much, but I don't know. Well, I mean, Sakurai is always trying to incorporate the game mechanics from their respective game into Smash, and
Incorporate.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Especially with Bayonetta. I mean, they have Bayonetta is like Bayonetta from
Bayonetta. Yeah.
yeah
Well, it's
from
funny that you mentioned Bayonetta because she was actually who.
oh well,
Because
sorry, you kind of cut off there. What was that?
speaking of Bayonetta, though, that's it's a character I actually want to talk about next.
Okay, yeah.
Because in Bayonetta 2 or 1 or whichever, they're on the Switch now. In one of the games, you can tap Amiibo, maybe both of the games, and you see like items and stuff, and like Rodin will be like, you put in the Mario Amiibo, he'll be like, "Yo, Bayonetta, we got this package from the Mushroom Kingdom. Yo, they make great tea there. Blah blah blah." It's always like some cute little thing. If you put in the Bayonetta Amiibo from Super Smash Brothers, he says, "Hey, you got a package from that All-Star Fight Club you're a part of. You should bring me along sometime, and I'll show them what I got." So maybe Rodin from Bayonetta. He'd definitely be a cool heavy character. Relies a lot on heavy weapons. That'd be neat.
I mean, well, they'll probably include him as a assist trophy, if anything. But
Yeah,
that's
possible.
that's the least they could do. But that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I mean that could definitely definitely be the other presenter for Bayonetta. I mean, there's always good to have like two characters from the series. Like, I mean, we have Star.
And we also have Bayonetta 3 coming on too.
Yes, we do. That's definitely So yeah, it's definitely looking like possible for our for Bayonetta. So she's probably most likely to make it back in there.
Yeah, because she's now like Nintendo's property.
Pretty much. And I wonder if they're gonna include like a new costume for Bayonetta 3, maybe like a preview or something.
Hopefully,
yeah, that'd be cool. That's I mean it's a way to promote the game. That's how they did it for like Fire Emblem Fates and stuff. So
yeah, totally.
So
what about in the past, Sakurai has been vocal, I think since Melee, that he wants to include Excitebike in Smash, and he's never done it. And he's wanted to do it since Super Smash Bros. Melee, but he hasn't figured out how to like get that style of character into the game. So that's just sort of like maybe it's there's not really too much we can discuss there since Excitebike is such an old franchise.
Yeah.
But it's definitely something worth considering that it might show up maybe.
Yeah, I mean, Captain Falcon doesn't really fight the way he does in F-Zero, because F-Zero's a racing game. So
I think they added like the Falcon Punch from Smash into the anime. It was like an F-Zero anime.
Yeah, they did make a reference about that, a Smash reference for the anime. But point being, Excitebike could always go for just completely something new, and of course incorporate the bike, of course. But like, I don't know. It's just gonna be so different, that it's just gonna, either wow us or it's just gonna make memes out of it. But I don't know. Either way, if they included Excitebike, it's definitely gonna be something different, besides just riding on the dirt bike, whatever. But yeah, I think though Excitebike would be pretty neat though to see just more of those classic Nintendo characters, especially with Little Mac. I hope he makes it back into there as well. So.
Well, speaking of old characters like Excitebike and Little Mac, we had an old franchise that kind of made a rocky comeback on the Switch with a game that has since been patched to be a little bit better, Bomberman.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. He could.
He
He could.
was an N64 guy. Then
Hmm.
then some time went by. He went through some rough, edgy teenager years with some sort of I think Xbox title that was not good.
Yeah.
And then he returned to form on the Nintendo Switch. It was
Hmm.
apparently a very rocky game at first. It was running at like 30 frames per second. It looked very unfinished. I've played it. I forgot how hard Bomberman was. Side note, I've not beaten level 1 yet, or World 1 rather. It is the AI cheats in that game. That's neither here nor there though. But he's on Nintendo exclusively now.
Right.
Bomberman is not on any other consoles, so there is the potential that we could see Bomberman make his Smash debut in the new Super Smash Bros. Game.
That's very possible. I could definitely see that, and it can. He definitely I think he definitely would fit right in as a Smash character in terms of like mechanics. He does have things.
Totally.
Yeah, he definitely does have things to make himself a very interesting Smash character. So, not gonna say too much. I mean, like I said, he could be just there's ways to go about this, but
yeah, he's kind of he's one of the like the more pie in the sky ones to me, kind of like Bandana Waddle Dee, but because I mean those are both characters. I'm like those would be really cool if they added them. I don't think they will, but they could.
Yeah. I was trying to think here. On the topic of Nintendo characters, I guess, or yeah, I gotta say it, but Waluigi. I mean, come on, it's just I'm a number one. I mean, it's just come on, man. We've had him as this trophy for a long time. People have been wanting him as a playable character, so now's the time. I mean, sure, the Mario Tennis Aces is coming up too, and he's definitely in there. So maybe at least make him like the tennis guy or something. I don't know.
I sincerely hope all the Mario characters get their tennis outfits from Mario Tennis. His costumes.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, that'd be pretty sick. Yeah.
I mean, it'd be a funny reveal trailer. Like, I could already see it. Like, be some sort of like magazine expose on Wario, where it's like a fashion thing, and then like in the middle of it, you just hear "wah," and then Waluigi crumbles up the newspaper and like Waluigi is in the Smash or something. That'd be pretty cool. Probably a lot better than the Nintendo rep I had considered, which was Captain Toad. Because Waluigi probably has a lot more like maneuverability, and like they could work with him a lot better than Captain Toad. Because you can't even jump in Captain Toad. I mean, come on, what is it? Smash is about jumping and hitting people, and he can do neither of those two things.
Hey, I mean, they can make it work though, but
yeah, they've been known to do weirder stuff, but
yeah,
they definitely could.
Captain Toad, yeah, I haven't played that game myself, so I can't really say what he could do.
I'm right there with you. I just know he can't jump and he can't hit. It's a puzzle box game where you basically have to navigate through a kind of like a Rubik's cube. And you're twisting and turning. It's kind of a lot like Fez in a way.
Okay.
Where it's like you're turning the stage constantly, except there's no like 2D to 3D mechanic. It's just that you're constantly shifting the stage to like get a look at like what the best path is, how to avoid bad guys, all that good stuff.
Right. Yeah, I mean, his final smash can, I don't know, suddenly turn the world into a cube, and he can just walk around and hit people or something.
People.
Stomp on people. I don't know, man. They can be creative with those final smashes sometimes, but with some exception. But hopefully, I don't know. I mean, Captain Toad would be kind of cool. I mean, he is very much a that Nintendo character. So, if they can make him work somehow in Smash, I'm all for it. Like, why not?
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
And okay, I apologize in advance for suggesting this. Because, yeah, we both know that Nintendo has been getting pretty cushy with other developers that aren't Nintendo affiliated, but it's like Bayonetta is a prime example of a company that Nintendo sort of licenses, but they don't exactly own. And a character people have really wanted to see is Rayman coming to Smash, but Nintendo has not made a Rayman game. They have, however, made Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, I am fully of the mindset that if the Rabbids are announced and Rayman is not, there will be nerd riots in the streets.
Ooh.
That said, I think it is very likely we could see Rabbids make an appearance in Super Smash Brothers.
Or they could be assist trophies at that. But,
Yeah, true. Or assist trophies. Like some appearance at least.
Yeah,
But if
some appearance. Yeah.
If they were to be playable over Rayman, there would be like people would be freaking out. Like,
Oh.
I can't believe you've done this, Sakurai. What is wrong with you? Just angry nerds everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, right now they are kind of more relevant than Rayman. Just sad to say. Just,
When was the last time Rayman had like a 3D game?
right.
Rayman 3?
Jesus Christ.
That was what? That was like pre-GameCube. No, that was post-Game. I think was that GameCube. I think it might have been GameCube.
Yeah, something like
But, I mean-
somewhere around that time. But
Or the last 3D release was the Rayman 3DS remake,
oh yeah.
or not remake, HD port, because it was the original Rayman for 3DS. And I'm not sure how well that did, but people like Rayman. When Oni Draws made the fake reveal for Super Smash Bros. For Wii U that everyone went crazy for. People were just like, "Oh, Rayman!" And then, it turned out to be fake, and people were like, "How could you? You're terrible!" Blah blah blah. There's definitely a lot of demand for him.
Yeah, I knew a friend that was so devastated when it was revealed to be fake, and it was pretty funny. But yeah, I can see the demand for Rayman to make it in there somehow. But
Yeah.
like Rabbids though.
Yeah, and if you don't mind, I'm gonna kill a few dreams right now. To anyone watching who's like, they want this character, they want that character, just gonna kill your dreams right now. No one from Overwatch is gonna be in Super Smash Brothers. Ridley will never be in Smash Brothers as a playable character, nor will Dante from the Devil May Cry series. Hat Girl is a third-party character that's never gonna have any chance. Snake is not coming back because he was added mostly because of Sakurai's friendship with Kojima, and Kojima has broken up with his prior company.
Konami,
Konami, and Celeste is too new to even be considered a popular character. None of those characters are going to be in Super Smash Brothers. You can stop asking for them. It's never going to happen.
Oh man,
I just like, some people are just like, let them down gently. I'm giving the killing blow. Sorry guys, those characters are not appear, or not maybe not ever, but definitely not this
not this
iteration
Smash.
going to appear in Smash. I would love it if Tracer showed up in Smash Brothers. That said, I'm also a rational human being and know that there's no way that's happening.
Yeah. And don't forget Goku, because that's a lot of he was like one of the most he was like one of the most requested ones on the thing, the ballot or whatever. And of course there was the other side that was saying he's a manga character, not a video game character. Sorry guys. And
yeah,
but people say like, oh, he's been in video games like Budokai or whatever, Budokai Fighters, for the most recent one. But point being, it's only video game characters. Sorry guys, but
yeah.
Naruto's
not going to be in Super Smash Bros. I was hoping All Might might show up.
All Might, oh man, I mean, don't get me wrong, it'd be cool, but not gonna happen.
Midoriya's final smash as he explodes.
yeah. Or God, how do I explain this? But he makes that like really funny face whenever maybe when he like talks to a girl, or when he talks to a Choco, or like when he yeah, something like that. People might think
whenever Zelda shows up, he just becomes a pile of mush. He's like, I don't know how to do it.
Not to do with girls. Yeah. But anywho, that's guest characters for us.
Yeah,
that's the guest character topic. There's another character I would like to mention, but I feel like we did kind of touch upon it.
Who is it?
Daisy.
Daisy, right?
Yeah.
She's been in the Mario Legacy for quite some time, and when was the last time we saw Daisy in a game? Probably the sports games.
Yeah, sports games.
Mario Kart.
And Mario Kart. Mario Party.
Was she in 10?
I don't remember. It's been a while.
Did anyone play 10?
I did. it's just been a while though since I last played 10. I mean, obviously Rosalina, Peach are in there, but like Daisy.
Yeah. They could definitely do some stuff. She's definitely the sportier Peach. She's a tomboy. That's pretty cool. She's definitely more like, I'm gonna get like rough and tumble into the sand, all that stuff. if they had Daisy, I would prefer it if they didn't give her just her basic dress, more of like her
sporty outfits and stuff.
Yeah, like her sporty outfits, like make
Or
her like the
you know what they could do is include or have her in the Mario Strikers outfit,
Right.
and make her that type of character, like a soccer kind of character.
it's funny you mentioned Mario Strikers. I just bought some GameCube, and I'm buying a bunch of GameCube games. Mario Strikers is one of the ones I'm like,
Oh, nice.
I need to get that game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could do that.
So, real quick, I mean, we don't need to discuss too much in terms of like third-party characters that probably won't get in, but we'd like to see. Were there any characters that you were like, oh, it'd be cool that these characters would be included, but probably not?
When it comes to that, I mean, are those considered guest characters or just like?
I mean, they're definitely considered guest characters because they would be new characters included in the game that haven't been before. But they're third party, so the chance that they can get in is pretty slim. It's kind of like how Ryu made it in. It was like, oh, that was really cool. The chances of that were really minimal, but it was awesome they included him, and he was definitely a guest character.
Yeah. I mean, if we're gonna go that far, then I guess we can start with that. I mean, I did have Ryu on the guest character list because I really liked the inclusion of what they did with him. Hopefully, if they put him back in there somehow, then I feel like they should include the meter mechanic or the gauge mechanic because like there was like one move where I was kind of like, yeah, they could kind of fix that. I mean, because his for those who remember, if you manually input his Shoryuken or his Dragon Uppercut, for those who like to call it that, had one frame of invincibility, meaning that you can't just throw out a move, and his Shoryuken beats you every single time. Is if you
it was more potent than than pushing like up and B. If you pushed down, quarter tilt up, then it was definitely a more potent move.
Yeah. If you manually input it in, you get a more powerful version, and I feel like it was a little too much on that. And what they could have done was included the meter gauge from like the other Street Fighter games, and if you burn one of the gauges, then you can have the one frame invincible Shoryuken that beats like a lot of people, because you built that gauge, and you definitely if you want to burn that one of those gauges, then you obviously can deserve that one frame invincibility. Of course, comes with the risk of you whiffing it really hard and it'll leave it open. But obviously, if you land it, you do a lot of damage, or you like I said, have that invincibility to keep you covered.
I think the issue with that though would lie in the fact that like characters with gauges usually start with gauges low, so you'd have to. I mean, in Street Fighter, do you start with the gauge already filled, or do you have to build it up?
You have to build it up.
Okay, in that case, yeah, it can work. I was thinking it just started full, but yeah, if you have to build it up, that makes sense.
Yeah. I feel like you should build your way up to be able to just throw out your one frame invincible Shoryukens, because I remember a friend that kept doing that, and I'm like, damn, dude, that shit's abusable. But but somehow he wasn't too high up when it comes to the tournament meta. Maybe it's just because like well, I mean, there is Bayonetta, but
if I'm being honest, I think it was because of the manual aspect of his character kit, because it was easy, at least for me, when I was playing Ryu. If I was trying to maneuver around somebody, I would occasionally accidentally activate a move I didn't want to activate. I would do a Shoryuken where I was like, oh shit, I was just trying to like
jump around,
do an up smash, or do like an up aerial or something. I was like, I was just like, I kind of was flustered and moved the control stick around to like avoid an attack, and now I'm doing this. I'm careening off the edge because I decided to pound kick off of the freaking stage. I want some pound cake move, whatever it's called. Tetsumaki
Senpu Kyaku. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Senpu Kyaku.
Oh, yeah. Or people just call it Tatsumaki, but that definitely does present a problem, because usually Street Fighter is like you're always facing forward, so that way you don't jump around or do whatever, like whenever you try to input a move or whatever. So that's why it is kind of wonky for a Smash game, but it was neat. You know, did they add it in there? They
Yeah, it was
included
a
that.
cool tchotchke thing.
Yeah, to make it more powerful if you want to manually input the move, which is cool. Like, you know, so yeah, they could, and also, you know, just a note, they could make him look like the Street Fighter V Ryu because you know
Sure.
that's the brand new game, and
Maybe
maybe they
older
could.
looking in that game.
Oh, funny enough, his alternate costume has him with a beard, so that's
Yeah,
that's
that's
like
what I was thinking of. He's
Yeah.
got a beard now.
yeah, so like that, and people said that should have been his default costume rather than you know the one he has, which is more of the same. Just his gi is more dirtier. That's like the only thing.
People
about
were
it.
also shuffling for the idea that it's like make alternate costumes based on the other characters. You know, you have Ryu, Girl Ryu, you have Red Ryu,
Oh yeah.
Sakura, Ken. all
Yeah,
those
Soccer
characters.
can. Maybe Akuma, yeah,
Maybe.
Or Evil Ryu. That could be really cool.
Yeah.
That's that's something I wanted. But
Evil Ryu is probably the most realistic out of all those.
yeah, definitely. But if they're gonna, I mean, if just and this is just like a little wish list thing. Very unlikely, I know, but Zangief from Street Fighter will be pretty cool because like I said, Zangief is
Wrestling characters, yeah.
Yeah, that wrestling character. He's like one of the most recognizable wrestling characters in video
Yeah.
games. So, putting him in there will make sense because he's that wrestling character, and like he definitely has all the kit. His up B can be his spinning move, the lariat. His the neutral B could be just his green hand, and then down B could be it could be his SPD or spinning pile driver, and then his forward B could be the running grab that he does, and in some games, but point being, I love to see him in Smash if they ever go that far for Street Fighter, but. It's very unlikely, but that's something worth saying though, right? So
Yeah, I mean, I had a couple of like unlikely characters I'd hope they'd add, because we're probably gonna get Sonic back, but maybe Tails or Knuckles could show up because those are very. I mean, those characters are almost as synonymous as Sonic. When you think Sonic, maybe not so much Knuckles, but Tails. It's like Sonic and Tails are almost like Mario and Luigi status. Everybody knows who both of them are.
yeah, I think Knuckles could compete too because especially with the memes.
Trio, yeah, they're the trio.
The trio too, like
Yeah, the
and
Ugandan Knuckles.
yeah, Uganda Knuckles. Oh man, that was too much. But
That'd be hilarious if they added Knuckles in one of his voice lines. Very serious, not like accented, but like it's like
Yeah.
you know the way. That'd be-
his in his
I'd be
own
like,
voice.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I would play no other character. I would just spam that.
Yeah, as one of his taunts. Yeah. Especially with Sonic Mania, that's also on a Switch, and Sonic Mania Plus is coming too. So
Sonic Mania is Switch exclusive? I don't think it is.
no, it's also on PlayStation. So it's
Yeah, and it's on PC actually. Now that I think about it.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, they could definitely add those characters.
it could.
Also, I mean, I won't go too much into detail because we're almost all familiar with like what they could do with like punches and tails flying and all that jazz. But what I was also thinking would be interesting would because he has an amiibo. He already has an amiibo. He has a very successful game that's getting another batch of DLC. So Shovel Knight is probably the most likely out of any like non-returning third-party character to show up in Smash.
Right, like one of those indie game characters. To
Yeah, exactly.
Represent that.
Granted,
Yeah.
I would prefer it if my bae Shantae appears in the game.
Oh yeah. She was one of the most requested like indie game characters too, along with Shovel.
Rightfully so. She deserves a space in that game, and I will fight anyone to death who says otherwise. But I really hope she appears in. And also, I mean, while we're on the topic of like returning franchises, Crash Bandicoot and Spyro are getting their trilogies to appear on the Switch.
Right. Yeah.
Less likely than some less likely characters. Banjo-Kazooie would be interesting, and Paper Mario would be a cool addition. I think.
Oh, right,
Another
yeah.
Mario character.
I kind of forgot.
It'd be a little bit
add that.
harder to pull off, especially considering the fact that there's a lot of there are a few good games to pull from Paper Mario and a few really bad games to pull from Paper Mario. The good games being Thousand Year Door and the original, the bad games being most recent two, and then like the sort of mech game being Super Paper Mario. But you know, if they did add Paper Mario, I'd love it. You know, have his recovery be like Parakarry pulling him up or something. His you know, his basic his neutral be just being his hammer. His his side smash being like the twisty hammer thing that he does.
And it has like the numbers that appear like on top of them or something. That we kind of a little bit of detail that's nice, you know.
Yeah, the damage.
Damage.
Also, I mean, you could have like, you could do a lot of stuff with like his you know, his base powers. Like his jumping was definitely a big part of Thousand Year Door. Same with his spin hammer. You could definitely add those as smashes, but I would really like it if those kind of stayed within the realm of like his neutral attacks, and his specials became stuff integrating his partner. Like if we were talking earlier about Mario perhaps getting rid of Flood and adding Cappy. Well, if you wanted to add a Flood mechanic, who better than Flurry with Paper Mario? You know, as opposed to throwing water, you're blowing on the enemy to keep them away from the ledge. You know, also you could add Watt. He's one of my favorite characters from the first Paper Mario game. Is like a damaging, like, you know how Mega Man had that grass shield. A similar thing, like, because Watt is like an electrical thing. If you held Watt, then like an enemy who hit you get damaged, I think. I might be misremembering that, but you could definitely add a mechanic like that where it's like, oh sweet, I'm not gonna get damaged this time. So that'd be definitely pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, you can't Paper Mario kind of reminded me of something for Yoshi. They could like incorporate it's just a costume, but you know, the yarn Yoshi.
Yeah, woolly Yoshi.
Woolly Yoshi, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Or have
that'd be neat.
Yeah, and then have that one like look that they had for Kirby from the Wii U game. I forgot what it was, but it made it kind of look like clay, you know. And I think
oh yeah.
Yeah, I forgot the game it was called, but
Kirby's Epic Yarn. No, not Epic Yarn. Crap! This is gonna really bug me now.
Yeah, right.
Kirby's paint. Kirby paint. Crap! What was it?
Yeah.
It's gonna bug me. It's really annoying. It was like Kirby's paintbrush or Kirby's magical paintbrush. I can't remember. But yeah, the definitely the Kirby painting character model he had.
Yeah, they could incorporate that too. Hopefully.
Kirby Canvas Curse. That's what it was.
There you go. Yeah, that's what it was. Oh yeah, that's what it was.
I knew it had something to do with paint. It was canvas.
Canvas.
That was close.
Yeah.
Okami.
Ooh, yeah. You're right.
That's
you're right.
Okami HD coming to the Switch. Okami's a beloved character.
Yes.
Speaking of paint.
Yeah. I love. She'd be a freaking awesome, like, stylish character with those the ink splats and the paint strokes, and her final smash would be really cool to see if they can pull that off, right? Because you know, Okami is that super stylish game that, you know, I think, you know, is worth taking a look at too, whenever that the HD remaster comes out or whatever for the Switch, and of course I think it's also coming out for PlayStation. I could be wrong, I could be crazy, but
yeah,
but it's definitely coming out for the Switch. But yeah,
it's definitely out for PC. My buddy already pre-ordered it.
Okay.
But yeah, Okami would be a cool addition. Also, I mean, I mentioned it briefly, but Bandana Waddle-Dee, you know, Sakurai made a lot of. I think he was the driving force behind Kirby Star Allies. But
yeah,
every character in the game has an all Smash like moveset. So maybe it's time for Bandana Waddle-Dee to be like, I'm gonna get in this and punch some stuff up.
Yeah,
Knuckle Joe, one of the two.
Yeah, Knuckle Joe. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's basically everybody I wanted to talk about.
I do have a couple more characters to talk about. Just two more. Yeah. So it is, you know, it's, co-developed with Namco once again, right? So you know, now, you know, probably, you know, Pac-Man might make it back in there again. But what about any of the characters from Tekken / Soul Calibur? Because they had Tekken 7 come out kind of recently, and then now Soul Calibur 6 is coming out later this year. So you know, that's a pretty good time to help promote the game because you know, of course, Smash is that very popular game. And what better you know way to promote the games by putting one of those characters represent Namco and of course you know what I mean like
if they do it and it's a
Yeah.
big if.
Mhm.
They
If
didn't have a costume for him, so I think the most likely character of that franchise to show up would be Heihachi.
Yes. Yeah.
But other than that, I don't see anyone else from. I mean, I don't even recognize anybody from aside from Heihachi. I don't recognize anybody from Tekken or Soul Calibur.
Okay.
Except
I
for
mean,
Link and Yoda because they were both in Soul Calibur at one point.
yeah, because I remember they featured Heihachi's Mii costume or whatever. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was a funny little thing that they added. But yeah, you know, Heihachi's definitely like one of the poster boys for Tekken. If they're gonna do Soul Calibur for some reason, they could do either Siegfried or Mitsurugi, who you know, who both have swords, so you know more sword characters. But like yeah, Siegfried would be that heavy swordsman type because he has a big ass sword. So you know
Yeah.
it'd be cool to see Siegfried in there just to change up the swordsman archetype a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, and one more character would be 2B from Nier Automata.
Automata.
Yeah, Automata. Yeah, because
Is it Automata or Automata? I've heard it
a
both
lot,
ways.
a lot of people say, most people say Automata. So
Okay.
yeah, but Autonoma, I don't know, Autonoma. Yeah.
Wait, was that a Bandai Namco game?
Oh no, it was a Platinum game. Who also developed Bayonetta. So
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think she's it's definitely weird because when Bayonetta was like suggested, it was like that character is way too sexy to be in Super Smash Brothers, like a kid-friendly game, and she made it. I mean, granted, they did tone down the nudity quite a bit
oh yeah, of course.
because she basically almost is completely naked in Bayonetta. But I mean,
Yeah.
one of the big elements behind 2B was the fact that her freaking skirt could break and you could get some booty shots. So
Oh yeah, she definitely had the butt. So so
yeah, so if they do include 2B, they're probably gonna down with the ass shots. But
yeah, they'll probably like cover in shadows or something. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Did they kind of do that with Peach and Zelda like later on?
Rosalina literally just has a galaxy under her dress. They were like, all right, look, I know we modeled the panties and the stockings in Super Smash Brothers Melee, and people, and every like horny 13-year-old paused it and shifted the camera. Not gonna lie, I did that too.
Yeah, especially with the trophies too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like we know everybody did that. Let's try to keep the T rating here.
Yeah.
So.
But I you know, 2B wouldn't be a bad idea for a guest character because
Oh,
he's
definitely not.
you know kind of high up there.
Or nines.
Yeah.
Could be
Or 9S. Yeah, 9S would be pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it on my list. So that's all I got. Yeah.
That's all I got too.
Okay.
I mean, that's a pretty good Smash roster we've created.
Yeah.
Hopefully, all of them make it.
Hopefully.
You heard it here first. Goku for Smash.
Goku's for Smash. Dude, if they somehow included Goku, that's such a rule breaker. But whatever. I mean, it's
Fusion dances with Mario and becomes Gorio.
Gorio.
It's literally just. There's a difference because when Mario throws his cap on Goku, Goku gets a mustache, but when Goku and Mario fuse, Mario just gets super muscular.
and has blonde hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the mustache.
That's
But the
and the
mustache is also
mustache.
blonde.
Yeah, the mustache is also blonde.
And also like spiky.
Yes, very very spiky as well. But anyways, I think that's it for both of us on characters in general. For both returning or Nintendo, and also just first party, second party, and third party for / guest characters for Smash 5 anyway, or at least our wish list anyway. If you guys enjoy that, if you have your own wish list or roster that you can think of that would more likely make it in there or not, leave it down below. We'd love to check them out.
You should talk in the comments how we were completely wrong and you disagree with.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, we can go on about characters, but you know,
Yeah. We were waxing poetic a while for about like characters that we wanted, but you know, not all of these characters are super applicable. I mean, like the first characters we talked about were probably the most likely of any of these characters to get into the game, but for the most part, this is just like kind of what we thought would be cool.
Yeah, well, we thought it'd be cool. You know, we did a mix of both. But, anyways, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Really appreciate the support, and we'll definitely talk more once we get to see all the Smash stuff, all the trailers and stuff like that as you know time goes on, and we'll just see from there. So we'll see you guys in the next video.
Love you. Okay.
All right.
But,
that is it.
Seems, yeah. We want. I mean, I'd be down to do another video.